Hey y'all, welcome back to Generation Optimistic Podcast. I'm Layla Crawley.
I'm Aaliyah Crawley,
I'm Hannah.
and we're here to talk about our organization, Pretty Brown Girl.
Before we get started, make sure you guys follow us on Apple Music, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, TikTok, and Instagram to get all of our updates.
Yes, let's get into the episode.
So, how do you guys feel to be on a podcast?
I feel great. I love podcasts. I listen
Keep going.
I listen to them all the time, and so it's really exciting to be on one.
Oh, that's all right.
My first one.
It's your first podcast
First
ever?
of many.
Ever?
Yeah.
I know, that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we're going to start with introduce yourselves, please.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Layla Crawley. I'm a senior at Cass Tech.
Woo woo.
Yes, CT in the house.
Hey everyone, my name is Aaliyah. I'm a junior
Where?
at Cass Tech.
I know that's right.
And we're the Crawley sisters.
Yes.
Period.
We're here with our good friend Hannah Guillory.
Hey,
Shout out.
shout out me. So today we'll be talking about Pretty Brown Girl, and I want you guys to explain what Pretty Brown Girl is. As you can see, we're wearing our Pretty Brown Girl merch
In the link in description.
and bios.
Yeah.
Okay, so just explain what Pretty Brown Girl is, how it started, all that good stuff.
Okay, so we are a social movement dedicated to empowering and uplifting Black and brown girls nationwide and globally. And basically, it was our family's company, and it started from experiences that we had growing up in a predominantly white school community. We were in kindergarten and just being around people who didn't look like ourselves. I was the only black girl in my kindergarten class, and that caused me to have low self-esteem, want to be like my white counterparts. So after a series of events, my parents started the company. Basically, first it was a doll brand called Pretty Brown Girl. And then after that, it moved into community organizations, community clubs. And then after that, we moved to a school program where it would be after-school curriculum where that we have over 50,000 girls who have gone through the Pretty Brown Girl clubs. And so we are in it at our school with Hannah. And so it's just a really, really empowering thing to have a sisterhood with people who look like us, black and brown girls, just to share tips on how they navigate mental health, self-love, everything like that.
So what was the first school? Do you know the first school it started at? Or no? It's okay if you don't.
I do not know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Great question. That's a great question.
But we were just mainly in DPS. Like most DPS schools
Schools have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
elementary, middle, high school, obviously.
And then some colleges have it, or you guys are like starting
We
to?
did have a chapter at U of M, and but we're trying to incorporate more college level because it just doesn't stop.
We do have college chapters. There's one at Howard right now. They're doing like a meet and greet with all the scholarship recipients. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Howard, we're starting up at FAM again. Like we have different girls there, and they're just trying to start their club up.
So wherever you guys go, do you want to start?
Yes.
The
So
chapter?
when I go to FAMU in the fall, I do want to lead the chapter, and just to have it because it really doesn't stop as a child or as a teenager. Like adults need Pretty Brown Girl just to make sure they're always feel united and have a sisterhood and just have sense of self.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So how does it like work? So obviously I'm in it, so I know how it works. But for
Right.
people who don't know how
Yeah.
Pretty Brown Girl works, what do we like do in a session? I feel like. How would you best explain it?
So Pretty Brown Girl starts as a curriculum. Like we all get our books, we get our shirts, we get our wristbands, and we kind of just go through it. And that's different like activities or really just like conversation starters or questions like to just prompt these type of feelings. But like some days we do just like check-ins. Like how was everybody's day? If you had a bad day, we want to hear about it. We're gonna be those people who want to listen to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do try to keep up with the curriculum to like hit these main points. Like we want to hit self-esteem, we want to hit confidence, we want to hit goals and just like dreaming big.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I also think that just being in Pretty Brown Girl and wearing the shirts, because when I go through my school day and I see a pink shirt, I'm like, oh, hey, girl.
Pretty Brown Girl.
Even if you don't know me, because since the grades are separated by 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th, when I see a freshman with a shirt, I'm like, hey, I'm in
Pretty
it
Brown
too.
Girl, yeah.
Thanks for being in it. And just like, you see me, I see you. What's your name? What's your number?
What's your name? What's your number?
Like, now we're friends. We're automatically
Right,
friends.
right.
And I think even outside of the activities and stuff, just knowing that there's somebody in the club with you is really, really nice to see. And it's like, I was like, that's my little sister now, whoever that is.
And one thing we do in Pretty Brown Girl is we do roses and thorns. Do y'all want to do a rose and thorn? Like something good?
It's like our grows and glows.
Yeah,
Okay,
rose and glows,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, do one right now?
You want to do one? Yeah.
Okay, you can.
You want me to start?
Yeah, you can. Start.
My rose for the day is I get to do a podcast with the Crowley sisters. And then my thorn for the day is I have to pack for a trip and I'm not ready.
Okay, where you going?
DC.
Nice.
Not ready to go.
Okay.
Leaving
This
in the
weekend?
morning.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
soon, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No suitcase is packed.
Okay.
Nor
That's fine.
no laundry.
How long you
is done.
staying?
Sunday.
Okay. Oh, you do need a bag.
Yeah, it's not just a day or nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my rose and thorn.
Okay.
Glowing girl for the day.
get on it.
My rose is that I'm here with Hannah, and we got to meet up and do something during spring break.
Yes.
And my thorn is driving in. It's like hail, snow, sleet, rain.
All in 3.
Yeah, all type of conditions. So, but I did find a spot and I parked. So I'm very proud of
I know.
myself.
Sorry.
My rose is doing this right now to the break has given me a chance to get my life together, so that is definitely my rose. The thorn is we're gonna have to go back to school and do all these tests and whatnot. But right now we up.
But we only got
Yeah.
2 months
We out of here.
in a minute.
Yeah.
You got a year left, but it's okay. It's okay. We got you. Okay, so I want to ask you guys, what is your definition of confidence? Like, what do you think confidence means?
I feel like confidence is. I feel like it's faith. Like you walk into a room, you might be scared to do something. Maybe you got called on to speak, but you know that it's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
You know who you are, and you know that it will most likely end up okay. You got this, and I feel like confidence is just like knowing who you are and sticking to that, and just being like, even though you're unsure, you push through. And
Yeah.
You do it anyway.
I'd like to add on to that by saying I think my version of confidence is being optimistic.
Oh,
Also, because
Generation Optimistic Podcast.
Exactly. You see how I just did that? But yeah, just being optimistic really, and not borderline. No, I wasn't gonna say delusional, but like just knowing that you can do it, and
Mhm.
and even if people ask you how are you gonna do it, you don't know,
But you
you
still
know,
do it.
right? You still gonna do it. So I think just having faith that that you know how and what to do.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 scenarios
Okay.
and give me your like best piece of advice
Okay.
for this person.
Alright.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So someone said they struggle in confidence when they view themselves compared to the majority of people around them their age. So what would you tell that person if they asked you?
If they ask you what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can relate to that. I just think that you need to look within yourself
Mhm.
and find the good parts. I like to write down a lot of stuff, so I think if you write down the characteristics about yourself that you like, then that could help you. And I mean, you don't want to put anybody down, so just like don't tank out anger on whoever it is that you think
Yeah.
that you're comparing yourself to, but just really loving yourself and just figure out what it is about yourself that you like. And if you can't think of anything, you can strive to come up with things that, or talk with friends and family and ask them what they think about you, views on them. Just have a conversation and don't let it all just fester inside of yourself. Ask for help and yes.
You got.
Yeah, I would just say don't try to change who you are. Like, if you know that there's something about yourself that you like, just like accentuate on that or just like emphasize that.
Yeah.
But how Layla was saying, if you really can't come up with something, ask your people around you because they're always going to have your back and just, uplift you. They're like, oh, I don't feel good today. If you tell that to your friend, they're going to hype you back up.
Yeah.
And your Pretty Brown Girl sisters would definitely do that for you.
Right, because
as
if
well.
you don't have a close friend, you could still go to anybody. See me in the hallway.
I'm gonna hype you up. If you got that shirt on, I'm gonna hype you up.
You got
Yeah.
that shirt on. Even if you don't have the shirt on, get you a shirt.
Got the
Put it on.
wristband.
Right.
Even if you got the wristband,
Right.
I'ma
You
still
don't
hype
even
up.
need the logo. We know who you are. We
Yeah.
know you're a Pretty Brown Girl. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to say it like on yourself with your sweatshirt or
Right.
whatever.
I
We know.
that's right.
We know.
got the sweatshirt. Okay, another one is I struggle with my confidence sometimes when social media makes me self-conscious about the way that I look or act.
Okay, I got you, girl. Or anybody. But I say, take a break. Take a break.
From
And-
social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a break
Hit
from
that
social media.
delete.
Because
Disable
Yes.
everything.
You can offload it even. Like, it won't delete it. It'll still be there. But you can.
Yeah, that's why it's like disable.
Yes.
It won't delete it.
Because
but
I
it
did
won't
that
be
with
there.
TikTok. And I've been living my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been living my life. So I'd say it's good to take a break. And if there's accounts that are triggering you or anything, or you feel yourself feeling a type of way whenever you see a certain account or a certain person, just
Block 'em.
block them,
Follow.
unfollow, restrict, do whatever you got to do
Restrict.
to make sure that they're not in your mind and you're not putting unnecessary stress onto somebody else when you could be doing all sorts of productive things with your life. And I think that that's a lesson. I'm really talking to myself right now.
Yeah.
But I did that. I deleted TikTok, and I've just been focusing on other things that I want to get done. Even if you want to delete it to do something that's not as great. Like, I mean, I deleted TikTok to watch a show, but even then, I'm not just filled with.
But it's still the act of deleting it is good. So.
Right. Yeah. Just not to see the same thing every day or feeling negative energy about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay. Wait, no, it's coming.
Take your time.
Oh yeah, because social media is fake. It is absolutely fake. Like, everybody's putting their best stuff out there, but they don't see like what goes on when they turn that camera off.
Stuff, yeah.
So don't just take all that in, assume that that's the real truth, because it's not. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's happy 24/7. Nobody looks perfect when they wake out the bed. It's just not like that. So.
No, that's right. And then my last one is I struggle with my confidence because I don't feel as if I'm pretty enough or fit the weight requirement to fit in. So that's like a 2-part type thing.
Oh. Well, you just gotta find out what works best for you. Like, maybe you don't have to be this crazy, like, you know, like always put together type stuff. Maybe that doesn't work for you, and that's just fine. You have to know, you have to find what fits for you, and so that you can just, you know, like, feel confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the second part of the question?
It was I struggle with my confidence because I feel like I'm not pretty enough or don't fit the weight requirement to fit in. What is the weight requirement?
What does
That's
that mean?
not a
That's
thing.
the question someone asked.
Yeah, but I'm just asking,
Okay.
like, what? So
Maybe
weight
like a
requirement.
U.S. like the
No,
standard.
she's not like.
Oh,
asking,
not
like.
wait. What are we talking about?
No, like, I mean, like, in society, what is considered the weight requirement?
Yeah, for the age and.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
I saw a discourse about this earlier, and it was like, if you're 5 foot, then why are you above 170 pounds? And weight looks different on everybody.
Everybody, it sits on a different person.
Right,
Yeah.
It goes different places. So I think that
It goes different.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Shoot it up.
And at the same time, we're all in high school. Like, this is not.
That's where weight fluctuates.
Yeah, and
it fluctuates all your life, though.
Right.
Be for real.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know.
Like, there isn't like a grown woman body or whatever. It all
is
fluctuates.
what it is.
It is what it is.
Honestly,
I say don't change anything, or I mean, if you want to,
go right ahead. I mean,
right ahead.
there's no problem if you want to change it for yourself.
Right.
Don't let other people influence you to change
Exactly.
it. That's the biggest thing you want to do.
Right.
If you want to work out, girl, go to the gym.
Right.
Anybody got a problem with it? Get the subscription.
Right. Watch
Head to Planet Fitness. Okay.
Shoot, even go on YouTube. Do it at
Exactly.
home. But it's as long as you want to do it, I feel like it's okay.
Right. Yeah.
But don't let other people influence
Right,
you.
or do it
Because if it's something that you're like, I have to do this.
It's no.
No.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. It should be, I want to do this.
Ooh,
Right.
For yourself.
I know that was right.
Put that in the clip.
Listen, put that in the clip. Okay, so piggybacking off these questions, well, how do you guys practice self-love? Because obviously you learn so much in Pretty Brown Girl, but do you like sometimes not take whatever you learn in Pretty Brown Girl and actually use it? Because I know sometimes in like our sessions, we say so much, but sometimes I never.
Right. It just leaves as soon as you walk out the door.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to practice what you preach. Like, you can say all these things, but to actually put it into action, it takes a little bit more work.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's what I do personally. I don't know. Sometimes I'll get a burst of energy and I'll be like, oh, let me do my lashes, let me paint my nails, let me do all these things. Let me order a bunch of clothes, you know. But you don't need all those things to practice self-love. That's what works for me. I like to take
it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Practicing self-love for me is taking a break. If I know I'm doing a lot of things, I'll just take a nap. I love a nap. I think sleep.
Let's talk
about sleep. I love sleep, and I think everybody needs sleep.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes.
Yes.
My thing is naps. I can't control my naps.
Exactly.
I can't take an hour nap.
Right.
It's at least
It's
5
gonna be-
hours. It's a
Nap
long
is sleep for me.
It's a long nap.
If I take a nap, it's a sleep.
Yeah.
But I think that every teenager, we need to stop with these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. You need at least 8 hours of sleep. I love a good 12 hours. I mean,
12 hours.
I love to sleep, and I feel so rejuvenated after sleeping. Like, if I have a bad day, I know it started off with a bad night of rest, which can make me agitated, which can make me irritated, and it makes me get emotional and things like that. So I think every child should be able to go to sleep. And and I know sometimes it's us who are just like staying up on purpose. It might not even be homework, like we're just staying up just go to sleep, and you'll see the results. Like,
Just go to
just go to
sleep.
sleep.
How do you deal with that, especially like for us being seniors, and even
Mhm.
you being a junior? Like sometimes you just can't because you have work to do.
Right.
Do you just say, I gotta put myself first and go to sleep?
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
say
do.
sleep through the
Honestly,
classes.
I do the same thing.
I say
Sleep through the class.
sleep right through 'em. Pick a class where you know they're not. I mean, don't put this in, but like sleep through a class.
This is not good advice.
This girl said don't put it.
Stay on y'all studies. Don't listen to her.
Get a good education.
I mean,
but if
it
you-
is what it
It's
is.
real.
If you
It's
fall
real.
asleep,
Right.
you fall asleep.
Yeah, and if a teacher's asking why you sleeping through class,
Te-
ask me what's wrong with me, because I
It's
mean,
because
I,
you gave me all this work.
right,
Like,
You're
I
the
got
problem.
Stuff, I got stuff going on. I had to sleep, you know.
Yeah.
So I think I love sleep. That's my version of self love. Or watching a TV show, cooking. I love to cook. That's one of my
Yes.
passions.
Miss Chef up in the
Yes.
house.
Who wants a plate? But
Who wants a plate?
yeah,
But yeah, I
so-
definitely think like sleep for me. We get on sleep, but anyway, sleep.
It's-
Sleep for me is like recently
Mhm.
I've like sleep over work.
Yeah,
That sounds bad, but it's like I do a good amount.
right.
But then hit like 12, I'm like,
Go to sleep.
I need to go to
You need
sleep,
to go to sleep
Mhm.
because now you're
Yeah.
only getting like 6 hours.
and that's not good.
It's
And then
not
the work
enough.
don't even be top notch. when you
Yeah,
do it
because
right,
then your
so.
performance is bad.
Exactly.
So like I need sleep in order to do good the
It
next
all
day.
circles back to sleep.
It all circles
Yes.
back. So when you, I would say, how long have y'all like done Pretty Brown Girl?
Since 2010.
Dang.
Yes.
So y'all like been in like sessions?
Yes, we've been before when we were kids. It was we were more on the business side. This is
Ooh.
because we would we were like 6, 7, 8 with our parents, and they would go to conventions and stuff just to try to sell the products, the shirts, the dolls. And
Because
so
that's what it was at first, right?
right.
It was
That's
more
what
like
it was like self-esteem through clothes and
Yeah.
dolls, and we had duffel bags and things like that. So they would go to Essence Fest and stuff, and me and Ali would be in our little tutus, and we would pass out flyers for people to come and
insert picture.
That was our
No,
first,
no.
that was our first form of like marketing, and we used to be at kiosk and malls. I feel like
Mhm.
we lived a double life right now because that we don't do that anymore. But we would be ringing people up.
Ringing people
Yes,
They
up
we
had
were
put us to
at
work. Y'all
6
know
and
that little-
7 and 8.
I
What's
swear.
the little white thing called, like on your little phone?
Chase app.
No. I don't know. Either way, yes, we would be ringing people up.
Right.
Like, how much is that? Okay.
And packaging it and everything.
I know that's
So,
at 7 and 8,
maybe
Yeah.
10.
maybe 10. Maybe 10.
Maybe 10 now.
But-
But after that, we moved when it moved on. We would be in the clubs. We had club number 1, which was the first community club, and we had a group of girls. Sydney Stringer, a lot of
I
people.
know that's right.
Yeah, so it was a good group that we still keep in contact with each other. So that was our first time being in the club. Then after that, now that we're in the schools and everything is in schools, we're just ambassadors within our schools.
Yeah.
And when our parents traveled, when we went to New York, we went inside the Bronx and Brooklyn to see the clubs that happen in different places and just seeing the different demographics. Since it's mostly black in Detroit,
Mhm.
but in New York it's mostly Hispanic. In California, DC, Chicago. So it's really nice to visit and see the impact that Pretty Brown Girl has had on so many people across the country.
Because you guys have multiple chapters, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Or is that,
It's
is
over
it called
200
chapter?
chapters.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I know that's right. So because you guys were like, I would say businessly, is that a word? Businessly influenced?
Yeah, yeah.
They know what I mean.
Right.
How would that, like, how does that affect how you want to do your career? Because I know do you do business too or no?
I do business. I had me a little. I had like an inventor error.
I know that's right, yes.
Entrepreneur.
But
I'm gonna link the website.
you're
but
doing
yeah.
business though, right?
Yes, I will be majoring in business administration.
So how did that, do you think that had an influence on how you wanted to do your career, or you just was like, I know how to do it, I'm going to just keep?
Pretty Brown Girl 100% had an influence on what I wanted to do. The way I could see my parents just, they work from home because they're on Pretty Brown Girl 100% of the time. But just to see that they had time to take us places, to attend a recital or a performance, it made me want to do that in my life where I've grown up. But I also do not want to. They prioritize like not overworking themselves because I know a lot of entrepreneurs. They're like, oh, everyone should quit their jobs and become a business major. But like, not everyone could do that because then you have an entire company on your hands. So I think that just having the right mindset and knowing how much to take, having a good group of people behind you to separate the work is good. But I want to, if I want to pursue other ventures, I know that majoring in business would help me
Do that.
have the mindset to own a business and operate a business, and also give me internships where when I graduate college, just to view other types of things I want to do, but I do want to be in social emotional like well-being for girls to impact.
You
them.
still want to do that?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean somebody need to take over Pretty Brown Girls, so I guess if no one will, I'll be
I
right
guess
there.
you got to.
I have no choice actually. So
Do you want to do the same thing, business, or you kind
Yeah.
of want to do business or something else?
Well, I feel like business is like the backbone to most things, especially like now in this generation.
Mhm.
You want to be able to like own your own or stuff. So like business doesn't have to be like your passion full time. But like if you like engineering, you can like pair that with business.
Business, yeah.
Create your own, or like an art or any type of thing like that. You want to be able to like lead it yourself. You want to have like the knowledge and the skills to do that.
So I know I asked you guys like about you being a pretty brown girl when you were younger, but how did you do that when you went to like, would you say predominantly white schools, or did
Yes.
you go to like other schools and you participated with them, or
well, back in the day it was the community club, so you didn't have to be in the same
in
school
the
or
school?
anything.
Okay.
Right, we
Yeah.
would just meet up at the Charles H. Wright Museum.
Oh, no, that's right.
And that's when we would go on the weekends. But because there was nothing at school, that's why it was hard to, kind of code switch from that to go from just being in a. I mean, it was 2% black in the entire city. So like, after that, we would go to Pretty Brown Girl. But now coming to Cass and having Pretty Brown Girl be seeing our banner walk and when we
Yeah,
first walk in the
first
school,
walk in.
it's really
Yeah.
I'm not about to cry.
It's
or
nice.
anything, but-
It's nice because I went to Renaissance. They have it up there
yeah,
too.
it's really cute seeing that
North
everywhere.
Farmington. Let me not start a list. I can't finish. But it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
But I think that's dope too because like I know we have like beef with other schools, right?
Right.
So it's like I wouldn't have beef with them if they were pretty brown girl.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
like,
like
you get a pass.
yeah,
It's
it's like you're a
unity.
pretty brown girl. I got you.
Right.
So for people, what do you think people should do who are in Pretty Brown Girl if they go to college but like the chapter isn't at their school?
Mhm.
Like, should you want them to like start something themselves or keep in contact with Pretty Brown Girls?
I think keep in contact with Pretty Brown Girl. Don't make it
Yeah.
yourself and call it Pretty Brown Girl. But
No, not like that.
No.
I mean, just like having like an empowerment thing
Yeah,
from like
definitely-
things you learned through Pretty Brown
Right,
Girl helping
yes.
others, not like stealing a brand.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
LLC,
definitely
you
take
know.
that initiative and just like run with it. Like use what you learned here in high school and just apply it to like your college sisters because they may not have had something like that.
Yeah.
So even if you don't start a whole chapter, just like instill those type of values in your friends.
Mhm.
and if you do want to start a chapter, email us prettybrownGirl@gmail.com.
We'll set it up. We'll set it
Yeah.
up.
Link in the
I
description.
don't know. I don't think that's the email, but
I'll put the correct one in
the
there.
correct one will be in the description. But email us if you want to start a chapter in college, and then we can still have curriculums, or there'll probably be a different college level thing, so it won't be the same.
As in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah.
So I know your mom,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Crowley.
Sharon
Hey,
Crowley.
shout out.
Shout out.
She's in our like Pretty Brown Girl
Mhm.
group or whatever. So she like helps and what is it?
Facilitate.
Yeah, facilitate stuff. So how, as her daughter, do you like not feel about her like helping other black girls?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel like, oh, I don't feel the same as them or something? I don't know. Does that make sense?
Like we feel kind of left out.
yeah.
I don't think so. Miss Sherry puts a great she does a great job of showing a lot of attention to everyone at the school, and then
Mhm.
still asking us how our day was when we get back in the car after a session. So I think that they're both our parents. They're really great people, and they show a lot of love to us. And but also just seeing the impact of her interacting with my classmates and seeing how much she's helped them, just being like, oh, it's a blessing that your mom, I was able to confide in her and stuff like that,
Yeah.
even when they couldn't confide in their parents. So I think if she can act as a parent or auntie to anybody else, and as well as she's done with us, that's a great thing to have. And I'm just glad she's here to share her love with everybody.
I know that's right. Do y'all have like any say in who comes and helps us?
We do.
So like I know Miss D, all them,
Yes.
because we love them.
Right.
But like I know, cause who was at FAMU, the conference? You know,
That was
you
Miss
know?
D.
Okay,
Miss
she
D,
was there.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yes.
that's where I first met her.
Right, that's where we first met her. We saw her there.
Oh, y'all did?
Yes,
Mhm.
and that's how it happened because she said that she started a girls group when she was at Cass,
Okay.
and so we talked to her after the FAMU meeting.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Right,
Mhm.
and then after that, she applied to be a facilitator. So that was a really great moment for us to see, and we really saw her. So we got an idea of who we would actually want to see
Be
in the
talking
classroom.
to and everything.
Right. So
yeah.
it's good to get like a kid's perspective of if this person has the right vibe for us.
For us, yeah.
Mhm.
And then I know we have it's split in between 9th, 10th,
Mm-hmm.
and then 11th, 12th. Do you guys ever go to 9th and 10th to like see what they're doing, or you just you mostly be with us,
Yeah.
but like
Right,
do
yeah.
I
you
popped
ever?
up there before, and we have Miss Coco up there. She's really doing an amazing job with the girls.
Mhm.
They love her. She loves them. It's really great up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's your favorite like I would say thing that we do in Pretty Brown Girl that you like really like?
I think the talk we had that one time where it was just like a big circle and everyone could share about relationships and friendships, things like that. Because everyone's got a story about
Something.
something.
Yeah.
Got a story about something. So I think it's good to share. And then that brings you closer to the people you didn't know that happened with them.
Yeah,
So-
that's one thing is like
Mhm.
I see these people every day, but when we get a Pretty Brown Girl, it's like serious.
Right, like I didn't know. I mean, like someone had 26 acceptances. Like sometimes we don't share the stuff on social media, so it's good to like share our growths or anything that else might be happening, even if it's negative, just to, so that I can like really support you after this, and so it's a genuine. It builds better
genuine
friendships.
connection with
Right.
people too.
Right.
And I think also with me, I guess it helped. I'm a loud person already,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Sometimes when I get Pretty Brown Girl, it's like I get quieter,
Yeah,
which is
I
not
noticed
a
that.
bad thing,
Right.
but it's just like I just be thinking about stuff for
Uh-huh.
real. And I think that's why it's such a safe space because like it opens up that other part of me
Right.
that a lot of people don't see. But
Exactly.
because I'm like comfortable with all you guys,
Right.
I'm able to
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You
it's
know,
really, really cool.
do that and stuff. So that's why I really like Pretty Brown Girl. But this is honestly my first year. I knew about it
Mhm.
forever
Right. We
But
didn't
I
have it 10th, 10th or 11th grade.
because
Yeah.
of COVID and stuff.
Yes.
But like I knew about it. I feel like I always knew about it.
Mhm.
Like since I was younger. I
Wow.
just don't think I ever did. I never did.
But I'm glad you're able.
Yeah, because this is my first year.
Mhm.
Loving it.
Everybody
Woo-hoo.
should join. Y'all silly.
But yeah. So do you want? I know you're going to FAM. Do you know where you want to go? Or like
I'm not
Something
opposed to
here.
FAM.
Do you have
FAM
a
sound
list?
Really good. FAM, Spelman, Howard.
HBCU is the way though?
Yeah,
for sure.
For
It
sure.
is. I gotta
Yeah.
get out of Michigan.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Because Michigan.
It
I
is.
love the
Oh right.
Detroit
yeah.
area.
We love Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
We are here because of
Yeah,
Detroit area,
right. Black power.
but no,
Yeah.
sorry. Much love though.
I gotta
Right.
go see the world.
That's my thing
Right,
too. I
yeah.
feel like I just want to explore.
Mhm.
Even though I have my whole life, I want to start now
Right.
I don't wanna wait.
Just get exposed to it.
till later.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So do you think because of because you guys are the reason for Pretty Brown Girl, right?
Yeah.
Do we talk about that?
We do.
How it started? Oh yeah, we
I mean,
did.
I mean, if you want to put your spiel.
You want to?
Yeah, sure.
You can.
But yeah, but like back when I was younger, I didn't really understand what Pretty Brown Girl was. I was like, oh, this is what my parents do, blah 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 blah. But like I would walk into school with like my little backpack on, people would be like, what's a Pretty Brown Girl? And I was like,
What's up, Pretty
Kids
Brown
would be
Girl?
Googling us. Like, it was
Right.
crazy.
Y'all are on the internet.
We're on the
Yeah.
internet. So
like
I
your
was
face.
Right. I would be on, it was in third grade.
Don't do that.
Typed in my name, and he was like, oh, this is you. I'm like, you a stalker. But, like, I guess that information was out there. I didn't realize the gravity of.
You a stalker. He's just out there.
Right. He didn't do anything. But, I mean, just seeing the gravity of the entire organization.
Yeah.
That, because we had clubs in Zimbabwe, Bahamas. Yeah, we were global. So,
Oh.
Still are.
Still are, yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Does that ever scare you? Like being seen at that high level? Because like, I barely like being on the podcast. Like, I mean, I like it, you know what I mean. But it's
Yeah.
like my voice is out there, my opinion, my face, all of
Right.
that stuff. So sometimes
This feels
that's a
natural,
little.
though, for you to be
Oh,
a
thank
host.
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, does that ever that scare you? But just
Intimidate?
yeah,
No. I'd love it.
I know that's
yeah,
right.
I would love to be famous. If anybody
I would love
out
to
there
be-
is watching,
I would love to
and
be famous.
you want to put me on a talk show or anything. But yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, because I think you do good in like these environments.
Yeah.
Like talking about it, like what is the word? Not ambassador, but like you know when you like sponsor something and like you talk about the brand.
That's an ambassador.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all do good with that.
Thanks.
I feel like, but that's crazy around the world. Have y'all
Yeah.
been to
Yeah.
those places?
Yeah, we went to the Bahamas and saw the club there. It was a convention actually in the Bahamas, and that was really sweet. It's just all these experiences that we can draw on and see. So yeah, that was very, very good.
So what's the difference? Because I know you said you guys go to like New York and things to see the different chapters of Pretty Brown Girl. What's like the biggest difference and similarity between like our chapter in Detroit and then other people? that you've like seen
It's
when you
really
go?
not too many differences. You still see the same like bubbly energy. The girls are excited to be there, even when it was like online and stuff. The girls still log on and they're still happy to be there, and they're like participating, which is just a great thing to see. So really, it's pretty consistent everywhere around here.
And that's good too.
Yeah, because our facilitators are trained people who have interacted with kids and know how to navigate emotions for different grade levels. But I think the difference I saw like in New York, it was just like a cultural difference because
obviously.
I mean sometimes we have bilingual facilitators so that there's
that's good too.
Yeah, so they were speaking Spanish in there. I was like, oh wow, this is sweet.
Oh,
like, yeah, I mean right, because I'd be thinking I'm fluent.
I'm like trying to translate in my head.
Trying to translate.
But they're saying the same things with
Yeah.
the same curriculum, same self-love, and even if they're 9 years old, they still are getting the same attention that the high school grade levels are doing.
Yeah, is it younger? Is it elementary or just high school?
Yeah, we have elementary, middle, and high school.
And then obviously you said the curriculums will be different, but
Different.
I guess it's based on the same type of stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
but,
we have the same values, but it's like different stuff for the situations.
Like social media for high school and
Yeah.
middle school, and then I don't know
What it is.
playground,
playground friendships, like what?
right.
Yeah.
Shoot. Anything else you want to talk about?
Um,
What's going on in life?
Oh.
It's okay. I'll cut all this out.
Okay.
It's fine.
but yeah, just shout out all my pretty brown girls. Keep doing what you're doing. Y'all are beautiful.
I know that's right. And if you're not a pretty brown girl,
I love
Join
you.
Pretty Brown
join.
Girl.
Do they have to wait till like the next
They
year
do, yes.
or
Yes, wait till fall of the next
school year?
school year.
And then after school, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll list the schools.
Yes.
Jesus, there's a lot of schools. Whole list. List here. List
Right.
here.
But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all are beautiful. We love you.
You got a piece of advice you want to give to anybody? It doesn't have to just be pretty brown girls, but drop some knowledge.
Be yourself.
Oh,
Be yourself.
I know that's right.
Be yourself. That's all I got.
That's all I
Like,
got.
don't be afraid to, like, if you're not comfortable in a group of people and stuff like that, don't try to, like, make yourself small for others' feelings, but, just stick
Also,
to who you
put
are.
your feelings first, too,
Right.
because that'll help a lot. I used to do that, like, put other people's, not even just feelings, but other people's, like, things before mine.
Yeah.
So, like, even with this podcast, it was like, I was putting other things before it, which is okay, because it's not, like, my main part. Like, I still have school and stuff, but I had to make sure I was lining my
We
stuff
need to
up.
get you some sponsors.
Girl, yes.
Yes. Where the sponsors at?
Come on.
They come in.
Yeah. But my advice would just be to.
You got it.
My advice would just be to everybody out there to always, don't put other people's feelings above yours, and I think letting friends or anybody who you encounter set boundaries with them, so that you don't end up like going home. Oh, I can't stand the way like just communicate. Communication is really key. I'm working on that myself, just communicating. Even my closest friends, I have trouble calling them and stuff just to hang out. But so I think that cut that out. That sounds sad.
Girl, you fine.
But just communicating
That
with
sounds
everybody.
sad.
Communicating with everybody and making sure that you put the time in to really cultivate those friendships and bonds and relationships to make sure that they know that you still care, and then they'll do the same for you. So I think just being not an extrovert, but just put
Get
yourself
out there
out there. Yeah, get
sometimes.
out there.
Stop being scared.
Even if you
Yeah.
think you're out there, you can go out there some more.
And if, like you said, the thing about, like, being scared,
Mhm.
you won't ever know what's going to happen till you do it.
Right.
My mom always told me that. She was like, the worst thing that can happen is they say no, and you
Right.
be in your same
Exactly.
predicament. So it's like, you might as well.
Right.
But
And I
like,
think do
say
anything
something.
right now, like high school, we're almost over. It
You
won't
need to
matter.
do everything.
Right. It won't matter. So, say what you need to say before we get out of here.
And then leave.
Right.
Then you out of here. You're literally
you're
out the
done.
state.
You're done. You won't
Now, if
ever
you're
have to-
staying here and
Right.
your ops is like,
Right.
say campus,
Don't
don't,
make it
do
too
it.
rocky.
Exactly. Like, if you're going to a Michigan school and, like, you just see everybody.
But if you dipping, say what you want.
Right.
Say what you
A
want.
whole bunch of stuff.
Then
man.
get out of here. But if you don't have, like, the people to communicate,
Mhm.
pretty brown girl.
Right. Hit us up. At Pretty Brown Girls, you can DM us. We can
I'll
do
do
a
it.
Pretty Brown Girl Talks. Anything, any platform that you
And
wanna,
then I would say for boys, too,
Mhm. Right.
get some advice from your pretty brown girls?
Right.
Cause like ain't no difference.
Right.
I'm working on y'all. We didn't forget.
I know. Oh,
We.
I know that's right.
I don't know.
But I would say
Somebody
yeah,
is working on it.
for boys too.
Absolutely.
I mean, same thing.
Right. Still cultivate those friendships.
Yep. People around you,
Homeboys.
and like you said earlier about communicating with people, and like they will hype you up. If they don't hype you up, they're not your friends.
Right. You
Right.
know that's not the person for you. You need to find
Yes.
someone who is there for you. Because I think of my friend who is always there, and she'll like help me through. If I have a situation, she's like, okay, we got to do this. Got to make a list. And
Yes.
just having a person, and I want to make sure that I'm that person for her too. So
Mhm.
just having someone who's like your cheerleader, and
Yeah.
also is gonna tell you the truth about stuff. That's a really good person to have in your life.
Well, to end this all, I'm gonna just talk about how we met.
Okay.
It's very, very weird encounter, guys. I don't know. Do you remember? I met Aaliyah on virtual. We had the
I do
same math class to my 10th grade year. And so I went, was it August? Taylor Weston birthday party. Shout out, Taylor. And you walked up to me and said, "Is your name Hannah?" I was like, no, you got the wrong person. Because I've had one of those encounters and I'm like, I don't know you.
Right.
And I didn't know you.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, but we was friends online. We helped
We
each other
were.
out. But I
Like a
didn't
little
know.
private
Yes,
text call. I was
I
like,
didn't
"Man, I'ma
know.
call you at 3.
I didn't know who she was. Because mind you, it's virtual. So I
Right.
don't like, but it wasn't my fault.
Mhm.
We didn't see each other's faces besides our
Right.
profile picture.
Yeah.
So
And that
she
Miss
was
Williams' class.
shorter.
No, because-
She was short.
Because I remembered your voice. I was like, wait, I've heard this voice at 8 a.m. before.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. when I log in, I hear Hannah's voice, and I was like,
Yeah,
Hannah,
she
you
walked. She walked up to me. I think you walked up with her too.
I did.
But
Yeah,
I
'cause
forget.
I was like, that's Hannah.
But I forget when. I think we met
We
there,
had- we
but
had-
I don't
we
know.
had Willis together. I remember you screaming at
Yes,
our teacher.
not too much.
Wait.
But yeah, so we I met her at like physically, like
Mhm.
in person for the first
Right.
time at her birthday party.
Yes.
And
Great
we've been
birthday party.
Friends
by the
ever
way.
since.
Yeah.
But I thought that was so crazy. I was like, I am not who they think I
I
am.
was like, this
Please
is my little math
just
buddy.
back
up on
up,
you.
back up. But yeah, and then
Yeah.
after that, you know,
The rest is history.
Yep.
I know that's
It
right.
was very cute.
So I wanted to make sure I got them on here before they get more famous than they are.
You know.
No, that's right. Sponsor,
Well, can
sponsor,
we-
Pretty Brown Girl.
Right. Sponsor
And us.
sponsor the podcast, Generation Optimistic.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I had fun talking with y'all today.
Fun talking with you.
Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
I know that's
Uh-oh.
right. I know that's right.